Once upon a time, it was all about me, but now it's more about my family. And that brings me to today's topic, which is the things I have learned as a mom of two. So I hope you are going to enjoy this video and you are going to learn something out of it. If it's your first time to be here, my name is Anna. Like I've said, I am a mom of two. Thank you for connecting and for finding that time to watch this video. My content is all about motherhood and homemaking. So if you find this kind of content of a value to you, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you may be notified whenever we have a new video. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always connecting, for finding that time to come and watch my videos. This means a lot to me. So like I've said, today's topic is things I have learned as a mom of two, things I've learned after giving birth, and this is going to be like natural, like what I've learned as a mom of two. So I hope you're going to enjoy, and you are going to learn something about this video. And also you can just share your experience also, because I know we have many moms out there, many dads out there, and you have a different experience from the time you became a parent. So you can put down there in the comment section and let's learn all this together. Starting with our bodies, that is something I've learned as a mom through this motherhood journey. Your body changes. Once you become a parent, your body changes. And something I've learned through these body changes is we need to embrace each moment of our life, because this, once we start changing, there's no turning back. We will keep on changing. So during this motherhood journey, it's good to love our body, to appreciate our body, to continue taking good care of our body. We need also to adapt, because at that time now, because once you become a mom or once you become a dad, a lot happens. You have many responsibilities, so you need to take good care of yourself, exercise, eat well, so that you may continue taking good care of yourself. So that is one thing I've realized after becoming a mom, after becoming a parent. Your body will keep on changing as we go. Your focus goes to your children. Now that you are a mom, you are a dad, before it was all about you. But now once you become a mom or a dad, your children becomes your priority. If you go to the shop, when you start doing your shopping, what comes first is about your family, your children. So your children will always become number one. So they become your priority. You tend to forget about yourself and focus on your children. It is good and also it is bad, because you end up forgetting about yourself. So it's always good to balance everything. Before you realize that you have forgotten yourself, maybe it will be after 2 years or 3 years. And this one happens mostly when you start becoming a parent, when you start giving birth. That is the time you tend to forget about yourself and focus on your children fully. So during this process of motherhood, you keep on learning on how to balance things. If it's about your children, you have also to put yourself in there, because you matter too. Being patient becomes everyday thing. From the time you give birth to that time your child starts to eat, starts to walk, start to talk, start going to school, you need to be patient with your children. That is something I've learned through this motherhood journey. Children need to be taken care so slowly. In whatever you are doing to them, they need to be taken that slowly. Let's say you are teaching them how to eat. You need to take time to feed them. You are teaching them how to talk. This is something you are going to repeat every day until they get it. You start teaching them how to sit down. This will happen. It will be repeating itself until they learn how to sit down. The same goes to when they start to go to school. That's why we have grade 1, we have PP. We start with baby class and then go to PP1, PP2, grade 1 and so on until they finish their studies. So patient becomes everyday things once you become a parent, once you start giving birth. So this is a skill which describes a good parent, being patient. You learn new skills through this motherhood journey. It's just like it's just like a subject. You learn new skills such as cooking. Now that you have a new baby, they can't chew food. The only way they can do is swallow the food. So you need to learn on how to cook soft food, that food which they'll find it easy to swallow. That is the only way they can do until when they start having teeth to chew their food. That is something also I learned when I was growing up. We were taught like how to cook like normal food for those for people with teeth. They can chew, but we are not taught on how to cook food for babies, for small babies who do not have teeth to chew their food. So once you become a parent, you realize these skills, they are much important so that you may take good care of your baby. So I've learned how to cook different types of food depending on the age of my children, depending on the age of my entire family. You start liking those activities you never paid more attention as when you are growing up. There are many activities I never paid more attention, but through my children, I tend to start liking them through their interests. For example, football is one of the game which I never paid more attention. I will not say I did not love it. I just did not pay more attention. I did not want to know what happens in these games and so on. But my son, he loves football so much. So I have grown interest in liking football because of my son, because I have to support him. Parents, we are supposed to support our children depending on what they love, depending on what they love. So that is something I've realized through this motherhood journey. We tend to like things, to pay more attention to things we never grew we never bothered to know what happens with those activities. Giving a listening ear to your child is very important. This is something I've learned through this motherhood journey. Depending on whatever they are telling you, it may be that small or something obvious, something, should I say stupid, you need to give them a listening ear. This is a way of creating a bond between your child and yourself. You are making your child trust you, you know, because tomorrow something more serious might happen, and if you have been listening to them, it will be easy for them to come to you and tell you exactly what is happening. But when you ignore them, you are shutting them down. If something serious happens to them, they will prefer to keep quiet than to tell you, because this is something you have been showing them, you have been ignoring them. So they will say there's no need of telling you that, because at the end of the day, you do not give them that ear to listen to whatever is happening. So as a parent, I've come to learn that it's very important to give a listening ear to your child, or to any family, to any of your family member is very important. You are winning a trust, you are creating a bond between you and that person or that child. Saying no, you should not feel bad or guilty because of saying no to your child. This is a way of protecting them. They may not know this, but as they grow, they will come and realize that mommy was right when she said no. Daddy was right when he said no to me. So when you say no to your child, don't feel bad about it. You are protecting them. Let me give you an example. Nowadays, kids are so exposed on social media. And also, your child may come and tell you, I need to go for a sleepover. That is something I'm always against, because you don't know what happens there, what will happen there. And children, they tend to be very secretive. They will not tell you, they'll just keep it to themselves. So when you tell them no, you are protecting them. Use of gadgets like phones and televisions. When you expose them so much, they overuse it. Like, you will find them spending the entire day on their phones, on their television. But if you tell them, no, I don't need you to spend more time using your phone and all this, don't feel bad. You are protecting them. Because these gadgets, when you use them for that long, it's going to damage your mental health, brain injuries, and so on. So you are protecting your child from this harmness. So as a parent, I've learned that through this motherhood journey, not to feel bad when I say no to something which I'm not happy about, because at the end of the day, there's a reason for that. And when we tell our children no, we need also to explain to them why you are saying no, because they need to understand the reason behind that. Don't just say no and that's it all. You are not giving a closure to that no. Praying becomes a norm, like an everyday thing. When it was all about me, yes, I used to pray. But when you have a family, you pray more. You are just praying for protection, for guidance, for wisdom, and so on. You need, like, when you become a family, you want to make sure that every person in your house, every member in your house is protected, is safe, is guided all through, So praying always, like in my case, I pray so much. I pray a lot. I pray for my family. I pray for all the opportunities which comes along and all that. So I've become more prayerful, and also teaching my children how important it is to pray. From the time you wake up, from the time you start eating food, before going out, coming back, before sleeping, all those time, it's good to pray. So it has become my everyday thing, and I'm happy because prayers, they conquer. They conquer any evil power. So as a parent out there, depending on the religion you are in, praying is very important. I've also learned that every child is unique. Every child needs to be heard, need to be seen, and need to be valued. Yeah, they need to be respected. Treat your child the same way. Depending on how many kids, how many children you have, treat them in the same way. Do not compare. Do not compare. This is a term many parents use, and it hurts the children. It causes a lot of damage. It inflicts a trauma which may run through the entire life of the entire or their life. Am I making sense? So comparison is something we should avoid. Like I've said, every child is unique, so they need to be heard, they need to be seen, and also they need to be respected depending on their age. When you start comparing them, you are showing some favorism, and this is going to destroy their self-esteem, their mental health. It's going to inflict some trauma which will destroy them completely. This is something they will live with for a long run. So as a parent, you need to be very, very vigilant on how you are raising your child. Just treat them the same, and also limit on what you tell them. Avoid negativity. If you find something wrong, because nobody is perfect, find a wise way on how to correct it, than using like comparison, like why are you not like this, why are you not like that. That kids, they don't forget so easily, and this is something they will carry on, and it's going to damage them. So that is something I've learned as a mom, as a parent, through this motherhood journey. So just to be so careful, and like I've said, praying for wisdom and knowledge on how to nurture your children is very important. I'm a Christian believer, and I believe that what we ask God, He will give us. So when you pray for wisdom on how you are raising your kids, for sure God is going to respond to you. I've also learned that there's no time to waste. Once you become a parent, time ticks so fast. Kids grow every day. They will need to go to school. They will need some insurance. They will need a place to call a home. Children look unto us so that we can provide them those things I've mentioned. So we as parents, we don't have time to waste. So this is the best time to secure good education for our children, medical insurance, because emergencies do happen. So we need to provide them with medical insurance, and also bills. Bills increases when you have a family, so you need also to find good ways on how to invest, build the empire for your family, for your children. So this is the right time to make those wise decisions, because as they grow, things become so tough. More finance is needed, and so if you don't prepare yourself so well, you'll start getting more stress. You'll start feel like a failure and all that. So this is the best time. Once you start having children, there's no time to waste. This is the best time to look more ways on how to invest, and to make your children's future better. You become more of a homemaker. That's why through I always say my channel is about motherhood and homemaking. You want your home to be more peaceful, to be warm, to be welcoming, everyone to be happy, you know, and healthy environment and so on. So you ensure that your home is fit for all that. So you always think of what is needed here, what is needed in this, what is needed in the house. So you try yourself to make that space to be a home. That is what I'm saying. You become more of a homemaker. Whenever I'm doing those homemaking videos, I enjoy so much because I'm doing this for my family. I want my family to be happy. I want my home to be that peaceful, you know, to be warm, to be welcoming, you know. And this is something I've seen my children are learning more about it. So whatever I do, if I'm not there, I will also find them doing that. So this is something they do watch so much, and I appreciate that. Our children, when we gave birth to them, we are the first people they saw. So they expect a lot from us. We should set a good example as we are raising them. We should avoid wrongdoings, you know. If someone is in wrong, correct them in the right way. Like I've said, we should be respectful, patient, all those skills needed to be a good parent, because tomorrow they will also be parents. So they need a lot from us. They need to learn a lot from us. So we should always set a good example to our children. So that is something I've learned through this motherhood journey. Motherhood journey is very interesting. It's just like any task you are given out there at work. It's something you learn every day, depending on the age of your children. You know, motherhood is, it's more of raising children, you know. Although there's a lot inside under motherhood, but mostly the main point of motherhood is raising your family. So our children expect more from us, so we should always set a good example, and this will help them a lot. It will make them succeed in future. So motherhood is not about us anymore, but it's more about what we are raising, our children. So we should always be considerate and also careful with whatever we are passing to our children. So I know I have not said everything. Things I've learned as a mom of two. This is just some of the things which I felt that I needed to share with you guys, so that you may learn from me, my experience as a mom. So if you are out there, you are a mom, you are a dad, you can just put down there in the comment section some of the things you have learned as a mom. I know we have a lot of things we are learning. Just feel free to put down there, because someone out there who is also watching this video and going through the comment section is going to learn something from you. Depending on the age of your children, I know you have that experience, you know, you have that experience. There is something you have to share, like there's something you have to share what you have learned through this motherhood journey. And the older your children are, the more experience you have through this motherhood journey. So feel free to put down there in the comment section. I will go through them. Personally, I'll go through them all and I will respond, because I'm looking forward to learn something from you. Motherhood is something you don't go to school. We all learn things like through sharing, through sharing. We don't go to school to be taught this and this and this. This is something we just teach ourselves. So that's why I'm saying it's very important. Just put down there in the comment section, what are some of the things you have learned? What are some of the challenges you have experienced so far as a parent? And then I know we are many. We are going to contribute through those comments. We are going to learn something from there. So so that brings me to the end of this session. I hope you have enjoyed and you have learned something. So until my next one, may you stay blessed and know that I love you so much. Bye bye.